Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode, and visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we continue our position-by-position analysis of the 2025 Packers with our final grades for the secondary. And this year, the secondary had mixed results. Now, remember, these grades are for the unit as a whole, although we will analyze every player, their strengths and weaknesses, where they stand heading into the offseason. And remember that grades are also based on a combination of expectations and performance, and the average grade is a C+. Now, the secondary ranked 11th in the league in passing yards allowed per game with 194.1, and they were 28th in the league with just 7 interceptions this year. We'll start with the cornerbacks, the starters, and we're going to list 3. Keisean Nixon became the team's top cover corner, but he really did not establish himself as a bona fide cornerback 1. He started all 17 games, had some good moments, but he is far from a shutdown corner. Early in the season, especially, he benefited from the improved pass rush provided by Micah Parsons. But at the end, when the pass rush kind of slowed down, Nixon was exposed. Now, he had a career-high 17 passes defended and made 1 key interception that did clinch the win over the Bears at Lambeau. Opponents completed 64.4% of their passes when throwing to receivers covered by Nixon, according to ProFootballReference.com, and they had a passer rating of 105.1. Keep in mind that in 2024, their passer rating was just 78.9. Nixon really is a solid cornerback 2, but really is not fit to be a cornerback 1. Carrington Valentine played all 17 games, started 11, did not intercept a pass in the regular season, but did have a pick in the playoffs. And he improved in coverage, opposing cornerbacks completing just 59.7% of their passes when throwing to receivers covered by Valentine, but their quarterback rating was 121.2, mainly because he gave up a few touchdowns and only had, the 1 interception in the playoffs. Now, he likes to be physical at the line, likes to play press coverage, but his tackling really leaves a lot to be desired. Now, the Packers also signed Nate Hobbs as a free agent. Injuries limited Hobbs, the former Raider, to just 11 games. He started 5, made 27 tackles, broke up 2 passes, did not have an interception. They tried to play Hobbs on the boundary, but he didn't really do well there. He's more of a slot guy. That's where he played better over the course of his career. And opposing quarterbacks completed 65.5% of their passes when throwing to receivers covered by Hobbs and had a quarterback rating of 111.1. Hobbs enters 2026 as a player without a position. If he can't play the boundary effectively, and maybe he'll be better when he's healthier next year, but if he can't play the boundary effectively, the Packers already have depth and talent at the slot position, so I'm not sure where he sees playing time. Now we switch over to the safeties. Xavier McKinney, he played well this season, was a second-team All-Pro, still excelled in coverage, but the interceptions dropped from 8 last year to just 2 this season. He also recorded a sack and broke up 10 passes. Now, opposing quarterbacks completed just 57.5% of their passes and had a quarterback rating of just 69.2 when throwing to receivers covered by McKinney. McKinney plays sort of a deep center field, and teams are reluctant to throw to him or to his area because they are aware of how good he can be. Evan Williams improved, played well in his second year, had 3 of the team's 7 interceptions, broke up 5 passes, and made 100 total tackles. And he has Pro Bowl potential. He does his best work close to the line of scrimmage. Ranked above average in pass coverage by Pro Football Focus. although opposing quarterbacks did complete a little more than 70% of their passes, their quarterback rating was 94.9 when throwing to receivers covered by Williams. Javon Bullard was the slot guy. He could also play safety, played all 17 games, started 7, 88 total tackles, has not made an interception yet. His run grade or his run defense grade was average, but he was above average in coverage according to PFF, and he remains an up-and-coming player. And I'm telling you, with Jonathan Gannon coming in as the new DC, I'm expecting more from Javon Bullard. I think he'll play a key role on this team next season. Now, some of the primary backups, Keaton Oladapo played all 17 games, mostly contributed on special teams, 68 snaps on defense, 10 total tackles. Kamal Haddon was in 10 games, had 5 total tackles, only 37 snaps on defense, the rest of his time on special teams, but he ended the season on IR with a pretty bad ankle injury. Zane Anderson, well, he's mostly a special teams guy, but can play safety when needed. Recorded 15 tackles in 14 games, recovered 2 fumbles, but he only played 22 snaps on defense all year and ended the season on IR. Now, as far as depth guys, you had 3 players who really only played 1 game, and that was the season finale against the Vikings. Jonathan Baldwin, who was in on 7 tackles in that game. Shamar Bartholomew, who had 4 tackles, including 1 for loss. And Jalen Simpson, who played 62 snaps in that Vikings game and made 8 tackles after spending most of the season on the practice squad. Now, as far as grades are concerned, this was an uneven unit. The cornerbacks did not grade out well, but the safeties played really well. So after the strong pass rush from Parsons kind of faded late in the season, especially when Parsons was injured, it exposed the cornerbacks, and they just could not play well late in the season. The team just lacks an elite cover corner or even a player who can be a bona fide cornerback 1, and this is something that Brian Gutekunst is going to have to address this offseason. Meanwhile, safety, one of the deeper and better units on this team. The big 3 may be as good as any top 3 safety group in the league. When you balance out the strong play of the safeties with the uneven play of the corners, you get a final grade of B- for the secondary. Let us know if you agree with our grades. Feel free to comment here on YouTube and with your own grade as well. Hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss one of our episodes here, and visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Pack. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, and of course, go Pack, go.